Hey, good morning, fellow bookworms, book hoarders, book lovers, and fellow creatives. Hello, wishing you a bright and happy Wednesday. Now, today is episode 55 of the podcast, and this marks another round of our Pride centric episodes. And I know that Pride Month is over, it's basically July, but I don't think Pride should ever be confined to just one single month. It's a state of mind, it's perception, it's protest, it is for life, it is our lives. All right. Now, before anything else, I would like to thank Quezon City Mayor Joy Belmonte, all the people behind QueerCon, and the Philippine LGBTQ Chamber of Commerce for another successful run of QueerCon 2026. Now, it is our second year and our best year so far. Now, so far, it has always been at the Activity Center at the Ayala Malls Trinoma. So, thank you, Ayala Trinoma, for having us again. And hopefully, next year, we're going to be there again. So, we, fellow merchants and members of the community, cannot wait for QueerCon 27. All right, 2027, year three. So, also thank you to the readers and the patrons who dropped by and supported our work, fellow readers who stopped by to listen and share the writing journey that I was on as well. And some of you are actually even fellow creatives. So, I wish you good luck on your own respective journeys. Now, you guys rock, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys really made my QueerCon year two experience one for the books. Okay. Now, while it's okay and great to be visible during Pride Month, we also should remember to be equally grateful for the opportunity to be seen and to be heard and to champion our own voices because who else is going to champion our cause and who else is going to listen to us, primarily, if not us first? Okay. So let me ask you this question. What are you grateful for Pride 2026? So feel free and respond on our socials, and we would love to hear what you have to say. Okay, so without further fanfare, here is episode 55 of the Urban Fantasy PH podcast. I will see you in a bit.
Welcome to Urban Fantasy PH. We are creatives who live in an urban society and give readers wish fulfillment by way of our stories, which is fantasy but reflective of reality. Here, we get to talk to fellow creatives like writers, authors, artists, comic book creators, filmmakers, you name it. We create and share our art here in the Philippines as well as abroad. My name is CJ Edmonds, I'm your host, and here is today's episode.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us again today for another episode here on the show. Like always, and during an ongoing season, our show is aired every Wednesday, both for Spotify and on my YouTube channel. Now, you have the option to listen or to watch us. Now, the choice I leave in your hands, whether you're listening or you're watching. Please click the subscribe button and ring the bell, ding ding, so you do not miss a single episode, and you will be duly notified when a new one comes along. Now, all of our past episodes are at the ready for you to listen to chronologically, or if you're listening or watching us for the first time, I thank you in advance. Now, our guest for today is a published comic book author from Imus Cavite, and she first gained a massive following with a capital M, following her online webtoon series called Unintentional Game, which garnered over about not too shabby number, just 17 million reads, diba? Di na masama. Uh, and 300,000 subscribers. Woohoo! Sana all. Now, the incredible success of this web comic paved the way for her official print debut in 2023 with Careless Confidential, which went on to become a best-selling book. Yes, I still have it. Oh. So now she is hoping, and me as well, that the print version of Unintentional Game will follow right in its successful footsteps. So we just love it when creatives, give into their muses and they keep creating. A warm welcome and good morning to Logi High. Hello, hello.
Hello po!
Hi, good morning, Logi.
Morning po, sir.
Welcome back to Urban Fantasy PH. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you po
Um,
for having me again.
well, thank you for agreeing to come back. You are actually the first returning guest. So you have,
Oh!
yes. So last time na nag-usap tayo was actually episode 20, and Swak na Swak siya, it was during Pride Month. Now, I know
Mm-hmm.
it's July already, the month of June has gone by, but you know what? Pride should never really be confined to just
True
one.
po.
Don't you
Mhm.
agree?
Pride is every day
Yes,
for us.
pride is life. Wow.
Yes po.
That's why I'm wearing this one. Thank you to Ebak PH for my bucket hat. And yes, if you think Pride is just, being happy and putting rainbows and stuff and stickers like that, no, Pride is also a protest, right? It is
Yes.
a protest for us when we are being silenced, we are being ignored, we are being put on the shelves, and our needs, as everything else, also matters the same way as other people. Okay, so anyway, not to sound political. Now, the last time you were here, I remember we were talking about your teaching, and it was yung students mo who coined your artist name for you. Do you
Yes
remember
po.
that? Yeah.
Yes,
Um,
yes, yes, yes.
I was wondering, do you still teach, by the way? And if you do, can you refresh our memory what exactly you teach and in what level?
Hindi na po ako nagtuturo.
Okay, okay,
Kaya ngayon ang ginagawa ko, like, educating through comic books.
okay.
So
That's
in a way, still an educator, just in another medium.
in just another medium. Yes, I remember you did mention that you said that you leave educator as part of your bio, and yes, never ever take that away. Okay.
Yes, opo.
Um, Also, if my memory serves me correctly, we did talk about in passing this latest release that you have, and yes, it was an e-comic at first, but it's on its way to becoming in print, right?
Yes po.
Yes, and being released through Hot Tropics. And you know what? Na-excite ako for you. And I've got a bunch of questions, a three-parter, pero isa-isang question, one at a time. So, without spoiling everybody, can you clue us about, in a way, your timeline? What is Unintentional Game all about? For those who did not get to see your first appearance in episode 20 and they're just hearing about this now. Yeah.
Okay po. So, gaya nga po na na-mention nyo kanina, Unintentional Game is a very popular work in
Mm-hmm.
the US with 17 million readers and 300,000 subscribers. And to be honest, when I first started making it, I didn't expect it to become very popular. Like,
Mm-hmm.
naghahanap lang po ako eh. Where can I put this? Uh, so, na-discover ko yung webtoon from a friend. So, I
Okay.
started uploading there. And when I first uploaded the first 4 episodes, that's when they put me in the front page of the app.
Nice.
So, yeah, so I was like, nakalagay po, Rising Star. Tapos andun siya.
Uy.
And then, kasabay nun sa Rising Star, nasa Hot Today. So, yung Hot Today, under siya ng mga 24 hours lang, since isang araw lang.
Mhm.
And then, pero yung Rising Star, 1 week po siya.
Uy.
So, that 1 week, marami siyang nakuhang subscribers. Parang dun pa lang 13,000 na po agad yung subscriber na nakuha ko.
Nice.
So, yeah. Hindi ko po alam ano yung nag-attract sa kanila. Maybe the art style or maybe the story. But the story is about a guy named Shannon and he wants to be friends with his classmate Alexis.
Mhm.
Ngayon, si Alexis, hindi niya maintindihan kung ano yung si Shannon, hindi niya maintindihan kung anong meron kay Alexis. So, yun po yung gusto niyang maintindihan sa kanya. Like, is she suffering from any kind of, mental health problems? But she really wants to he really wants to be friends with her and understand her.
Okay. All right. So it's a process of getting to know one another for both the characters.
Tama.
When you mentioned about it before, and when you were mentioning about it just now, and having read it, I was wondering. I was expecting it to be a sapphic story. So was there at one point feeling mo, maybe you should change the gender of one of the characters, or maybe just keep it as it is? Curious na ako.
Kasi di ba po na nag-start talaga siya as a They're like a hetero pair.
Yes. Yes, yes,
But,
yes.
ang hindi ko po kina-confirm kung cis-hetero silang dalawa. Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes,
All
yes.
right. All right. Okay. So that's something that we can
Look
expect
forward, yeah.
for look forward. All right. So I will not spoil anything else. If in case you're you might slip and say something revealing about the next volume, but nonetheless, also the second question, which is part of that three-question bundle, why did it take you so long to re-release this now in print? And for those who read the original, are there any changes with the new version that you made better, or you feel that I don't feel that this character was written well enough to be real, so sige, I will change some lines or anything, or changes like that.
Exactly like that po. Kasi una, um, yung story po kasi na yung UG, nag-start po siya 2018.
Okay.
Tapos, siyempre, 2018, ilang taon lang po ako noon. So, most of the time, parang nag-experiment sa art. And then, sa writing ko, hindi po ako planner. Parang plancer ako noon eh. Pantser pala,
Aha.
pantser. Pantser po ako nung time na yun. Pero ngayon, planner na po ako.
Uy, nagbagong buhay.
Aba,
Well,
aba.
for those who are out there listening and wondering what are these terms, planner and pantser. So it's a writing term. So if you are someone who believes in outlining your book, then you are an outliner or you're a planner. And if you are the person who feels that you can just write from the get go and just allow the ideas to drift and flow into their own cadence, into their own rhythm, then you are a pantser.
Pantser.
Yeah, a pantser
Pantser
rather.
like me.
Meaning you write by the seat of your pants, and that's okay. To each his own process.
Nga po. So, ayun, so expect niyo po na marami po talaga akong binago. And mas naging mature yung writing ng Unintentional Game.
Okay, okay. Is it a spoiler if I ask why did you name the story as that? Bakit yun ang
Opo,
naging title?
spoiler.
Spoiler? O sige. Since ako from the get-go, no to spoiler ako, hindi na muna ako magtatanong tungkol sa title. Hopefully, when the next volume comes out, the readers will sort of like have an idea why you call that. You
Opo.
name that title.
Mahilig din po talaga ako sa ganyan eh. Kung mapapansin nyo, yung Careless Confidential.
Right,
Diba?
right.
Yan.
Mm.
Ano ibig sabihin ng title na yun? So, gusto ko po yung title, lalabas na lang siya sa story. Tapos mapapaaha mga tao. Yun pala yun. Yun.
Okay.
So, that's it.
So you don't want to drop everything in one go, so you sort of like put breadcrumbs and let the readers think for themselves.
Yeah, I want them to think.
Yeah, exactly. That's what an educator does, diba? An educator does not spoon feed their students all in one go. They sort of like put ideas and let them piece it together, so that when they
Yes.
finally get the picture, the full puzzle is in their faces. Like, oh, so this is what it means. So,
Yes, exactly po.
all right, and you are being a very good educator by doing just that. All right. Okay, third question. So, since this is an e-comic or a graphic novel, if you will, coming into print, and it is being published through Hot Tropics. And hello, Angelo of Hot Tropics. We met at one point, Philippine Book Fair. I hope you still remember me. But for those who do not know who Hot Tropics are, can you introduce them to our listeners and our viewers?
Okay po. Hot Tropics po is founded by Sir Angelo Mendez and talagang nagkikater sila ng Filipino comic book. Yun po yung champion talaga nila everywhere they go. Just selling and selling Filipino books to United States.
Okay, so mostly the market is for Filipino Americans in the US, right? Is
Yes.
it just I wasn't really sure. Is it just really in the US, or let's say pag merong Filipino community sa, let's say, Europe, Do they market in Europe or just or
I
US
think,
lang?
if I remember it correctly, they went there isang beses lang po.
Mm-hmm.
Ano. Yun po
Oh.
yung kasama si Sir TK eh. Kung
Oh.
tama po yung alala ko
Okay.
Pero yes, mostly po, dito lang sila. Ay, doon na po sila sa US.
Sa US. Okay. Still, it is a big market.
Yes po, yes
And,
po.
diba? And once you've conquered the US market, I mean, you've got it. You've got it made. Okay.
Yes, ano po.
So,
Talagang every convention, tinatry po ni Sir Angelo na makapunta. Like every month, nasa convention siya.
nice. Nako,
Every month
ano
may ganap just to market, promote Filipino comic book.
Nice, nice. I know he does not only promote comic books, but basically, Philippine literature.
Yes,
So
yes. Ano po.
yeah, so in whatever form it is, as long as you're Filipino, you are a creative. Pasok na pasok ka na. All right. I also remember that we were discussing your published work in the previous episode called Careless Confidential. So I was running any possibility of returning to that for volume 2 kasi lahat kami nabitin kami.
Oo nga po eh. Hanggang ngayon po may
Nabitin.
nag-chat pa rin. Kailan po yung next chapter? Actually, gusto ko naman po siyang tapusin. Need ko lang po ng more time.
Mhm, mhm.
Ngayon po iniisip ko po kung kaya. Kung kaya ko
Kung kaya.
pagsabayan. Iniisip ko po kung kaya. Kasi parang
Or-
pag iniisip ko pala, parang di pala.
Or pwedeng digital
Baka
muna.
mawalan na po ako ng yes. Baka ganun po yung mangyari. Pero yun, baka wala naman akong pahinga. Yun po yung iniisip ko eh. Napag-usapan na rin po namin ng mga boss. Yan, kung kayang pagsabayin.
Right.
Pero yun nga po, iniisip ko lang po, baka naman po ma-overwork, ma-burnout. Yun.
That's right.
Ayoko
that's
rin po
right.
ng ganun.
True. Well, pwede namang, like episode per episode, diba? Is there, since I know that the previous publisher is PenLab, I don't think PenLab is operating anymore. Will you, I assume that you hold the rights still
Aba.
to the whole thing. So if
Yes,
you want to shift Careless Confidential and let's say attract new readers via Hot Tropics, you can do that still.
Yeah, Bob.
Okay.
Kaya po
So yes, so fingers crossed for new readers and attracting new Filipino members of the Filipino community in the US for Careless Confidential. So I'm waiting for that. So sana. Since we're also talking about, let's say, revisiting previously published work, was there anything na na-discover mo about your work process nung binalikan mo a previously released work? So like, for example, for Unintentional Game. So like, was there a cringe factor nung binasa mo uling lines? So parang, why did I write this? Or you felt the character was not drawn well enough to parang, should have had more highlights on, I don't know, the cheek or whatever, the shape of the face should have been more, the angle or even the paneling, the way that they're arranged. Was there anything you felt that, uy, ba't ko ginawa to? I mean, now knowing what you know about your own work process, that's what sort of like I'm wondering what you discovered about it.
Yun. Like I said po kanina, since 2018 ko pa siya ginawa and then ngayon 2026 na, pero ini-start ko po siya 2024. Napansin ko po yun, yung sa lines ko, they're good but they could have been better.
Okay.
And sa art style, ganun din po, yung kung makikita nyo po talaga, parang sabi ko, buti hindi sila napapangitan dito sa itsura na itong lumang version. Kasi parang yung mga readers, okay na sa kanila yung ganitong quality. Masaya na sila. Or hindi ko alam, yun nga po, hindi ko alam kung ano yung factor, kung yung art ba o yung story ba yung nagpapastay sa kanila sa story ko. Meron po. Ayun, nag-cringe nga rin ako sa ibang lines and then sa pacing. Kasi kahit noon pa, tinatanong ko po yung mga readers ko eh. Like, nakikipag-interact po talaga ako. Nag-chat sila sa akin sa Instagram. Nag-thank you, ganyan.
Mhm.
And then, minsan, kapag mahaba na po yung nabasa nila, tinatanong ko sila, so how was it binging it? Does it feel fast for you or tama lang? And then, sinasabi naman po nila na okay lang naman daw po yung pacing, ganun. Kasi, parang pag nilolook ba ko siya, parang hindi ko maintindihan kung mabilis or mabagal ba siya para sa akin. Kasi
Mhm.
slow burn po yung story eh. So,
Yes.
ngayon po sa mga nakikinig, wag na po kayong sa mga mabilis na development. Kasi ako po, I am known for being a slow burn author. So, yeah.
But you know what, kanya-kanyang pace. Ang hirap, it's hard to sort of like having to match someone else and base your pace on someone else's pace. It's also not fair sa iyo as a creative. So for other creatives out there, if you feel na medyo mabagal ka, hindi mo kayang one output a year, para ganoon, kailangan may pagitan ka ng 1.5 or 2 years, that's fine. At least consistent ka. Yun yung
Yes.
I think consistency far outweighs speed when it comes to creating. And and leading up to the moments of the release, that's where I guess part of your marketing trickles in. If you're always updating your readers, oh, this is what's going on, this is what I saw, this is this what I saw or what I ate inspired me to include this in the webcomic. uh I feel that you keep the fire burning that way just before you release the new work.
Opo. Ganun na
And
ganun po yun eh.
mm,
Kasi 'di ba sa webtoon po kasi, parang nakaka-pressure mag-upload. So
mm,
siguro nasa-sacrifice din po talaga yung quality.
right.
I mean nung time na yon.
Mm, mm,
Kasi
mm.
ang dami po nagchat talaga palagi na, "When's the next chapter coming?" Pati yung comments yun din yung laman. Tapos yung iba nagrereklamo. Nagrereklamo na ang ikli daw ng pinost ko. Like, gusto niyo mag-update tayo o hindi.
Yeah.
Oo.
Well,
Kaya yun din po yung siguro gusto kong, I mean, nabago ko na. I mean, wala naman na akong sa kanila eh. Kasi, basta ako, nilalagay ko yung UG dyan. Kung may magbasa, edi ayos. Pag wala, okay lang rin. At least hindi ako nagmamadali this time. So, just
okay.
uploading on my own pace.
Right, which is good. I guess creativity, it's it is a cycle, and people who, let's say, consume art rather than create it sometimes forget that as creatives we may not necessarily be always working on something new. I mean, this is basically what you're doing, that we can always go back to previous work that's been released, or maybe balik-balikan some unfinished work and look at it through a brand new lens.
Yes.
So just in case meron ka bang unfinished work somewhere in your catalog na gusto mong balikan, that you want to go back to.
Meron po akong crime action
Uy, okay,
na
okay.
story.
Go.
Kaso, yun nga, hindi ko pa napupulido eh. Kasi it's too political po eh.
Ay, ganun ba? Aha.
So, it's too political. Tapos yung tipong, paano ba? Kumbaga, talagang very Filipino yung politics. And hindi ko pa po matapos, and then hindi ko rin matuloy mag-isulat. Pero same universe din po siya sa Unintentional Game and Careless Confidential.
Uy, parang gusto ko yun Politics.
Actually, gusto ko nga rin po ilabas yun eh. Kung hindi ko po malabas as a comic, kahit na lang, novel.
Pwede,
Light novel.
Pwede. Or kahit
mga novel na may illustration. So,
or kahit kahit even if it's not colored, even if it's just black and white, 'di ba? And then i-digital release mo, pwede naman din, 'di ba? It's that's the good thing about also being, an indie creator, you basically decide how you want to present your art, how you want to present it, when you want to present it, and to whom you want to present it to, diba? So
Tama.
it's all within our hands. And if you're the kind of creative na you take well to directions coming from others, then maybe mainstream, not being indie is something that might be a little, too hands on for you, then that's okay. Diba?
Mm.
Just because it's indie and just because it's traditionally published, it doesn't mean that, one is less than the other. It's just really the means that they have to reaching new readers. And one of the things important is you do reach new readers, but also make sure that you keep the ones that you already have. Diba?
Yan.
Yun
Yes
ang,
po.
yun ang ano din eh, that's the challenge there. Diba?
Tama.
Yeah. And we met each other in the first Philippine Book Festival, and I was wondering, are there any upcoming fairs or comic events that readers can, just in case, see your work and meet you in person? At para kulitin ka
Ah,
nila, para Roji, ano na, volume 2.
oo nga po eh. Gusto ko na po, I mean, ako po, personally, gusto ko po sana sa MIBF kahit isang araw lang. Kahit,
Kahit isang
kahit yung
araw.
sa Saturday lang po.
Mm. Ay, yeah. Saturday maraming ano.
Apo. Pero
Alam mo
most
na,
likely, yun po, para din po sa mga manonood ng at makikinig sa podcast ngayon, sa mga book festival na lang po ako a-attend. So,
mm,
hindi na mas, ano eh, para bihira lang, maka-focus po sa work. Kasi last time
okay.
po parang every month na event o every event nandun ako eh. Pero ngayon, ang pinipili ko po ay mag-book fest na lang.
Okay.
So like MIBF, Philippine Book Fest, na ano pa ba yung mga book fest natin? Yun po, most likely.
Minsan meron din si Comiket or si Patron of the Arts, 'di ba? Isa din
Ayan,
yan.
dyan po, di na po ako
Hindi
attend.
na.
Kasi madalas po ang event nila eh.
Tsaka si
Kaya minsan nyo na lang po ako makikita talaga. Kaya kapag pumunta ako, magpapakita kayo kasi minsan lang magpakita. Isipin nyo, busy ako mag-work.
Yan, 'di ba? Because gusto natin maging consistent.
Opo, yun po kasi yung nakita kong problema. Like,
Mm.
nandun po ako sa PenLab, like, lagi na po ako nasa event. Hindi ko na po natatrabaho talaga yung gawa ko.
Okay. All right. Well, good.
Although, wala naman po problema kasi na bumibenta naman po yung Careless nun. Ubus na nga po yung Careless eh. Pero, ayun, gusto ko po sana na nagagawa ko both ng maayos. Nakakapagbenta and then nakaka-work din on my
It's
next
it's
volume.
always the balance. It's always the striking that balance, and
Yes.
that's yun ang masaya. That's a good thing about going to events and meeting readers, old and current. That's a thrill that creatives can't get enough of. Is the interpersonal interaction that we get
Yes.
between people as creatives and consumers. So I was wondering, at the top of your head, was there anything, let's say, that a fan or a reader said something about your art that hanggang ngayon, it made you feel, it made you feel validated for the choices that you made for your art?
Actually, ano po, yung mga binibigay nila, excuse me po, yung mga binibigay po nilang letter sa akin, hanggang ngayon nakatabi pa rin po.
Oh, that's nice.
And then, well, nakatabi lang sila. Pero, buti po pinaalala nyo, no? Maybe I should read them again.
Oh, yes. They
Tama.
will always help. They will always help.
Opo. Kapag siguro mental block na ako, ganyan. O kaya nababurn out na. Maybe I should read them again. Pero yun po, yung mga tumatatak po sa akin, yung mga sinasabi ng mga teens, kasi doon po ako nagtataka eh, di ba yung Careless, ano siya, more leaning kapag mga 16 or 17 pataas na.
Yeah.
Kasi it's an office lady romance po eh, di ba? So, yun, natutuwa ko kapag may mga bata po na talagang na-appreciate yung Careless Confidential na ngayon sinasabi nila na meron ng nagre-represent sa kanila or like meron na silang to look up to kapag
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
meron silang gustong basahin na GL, ganyan. And yung mismong characters din po, nakaka-relate sila. So, yun po yung mga tumatatak sa akin, yung mga sinasabi po nila na yun. Tapos minsan, nagre-regalo pa nga po sila. Ganun. Hindi lang letters, pati pagkain, pati mga kung ano-ano, mga keychain.
Very
Tapos
nice.
mga artwork po, nakadrawing si
Ah,
Florence, si Eugene, ganyan.
sana
Yan po yung
all.
mga sweet moments po talaga.
That feels so
Mm.
validating when when your readers give you gifts. It
Mm.
affirms the choices that you have made, creatively, as a creator. But let's say going back to being an educator, of course, that's another thing that we all, in a way, through the work that we do as creatives, we also educate the people. At the same time, we educate ourselves, um, by the characters and the choices that they make. And the thing about being an educator is, you instruct people in your own way, on your own terms, provided, I guess, that you listen to the person that you're giving the pointers to.
Nga
And
po.
let's say if you're going to, let's say, counsel your two lead characters in an unintentional game, what would you say to them to realize yung consequences ng choice na ginagawa nila or about to make? And in short, instant
Mm.
therapy ito.
Hmm. Um, parang hirap niyan, sir, ah. Hindi kasi hindi dahil sa, ewan ko, parang feeling ko 'pag nagsalita ako parang spoiler po kasi.
Aha, okay, okay. Hindi, sige.
Opo.
Within the context of the, ano, na parang,
Pero
uh,
kung hindi po counseling talaga,
o parang ano lang,
like
let's say,
just to
solicited
motivate them,
advice. Oo, oo, yeah, pwede, just to
mm.
motivate them. Uh,
Well, ang masasabi ko lang kay Shannon, talagang 'wag niyang susukuan.
okay.
May mga kilala ako na ano, ganyan na tao talaga. Parang iniisip nila, naive na 'tong taong 'to, masyadong mabait, ganyan. Pero 'pag nakikita mo yung motivation nila, kung saan sila nanggagaling and bakit nila ginagawa yon, ikaw na po yung mapapagod, na panoorin sila, eh. Pero
Okay,
ako,
okay.
kung ako, ano, you do you. Wag mong susukuan kung ayaw mong sukuan talaga. Tapos kung gusto mo ng subuko, may mga kaibigan ka naman. You can always
Okay.
turn to them.
All right. So
Or
yeah,
pwede ka
okay.
naman, sabi ko nga po sa ano ko, 'di ba? Sabi ko sa preface ko, kapag natalo ka sa laro, meron kang chance na makabawi ulit.
All right, I like that. I like
Kumbaga
that.
kumbaga ikaw yung player, eh, ikaw yung strategist, puwede kang mag-regroup, isipin mo ano yung dapat mong gawin sa next time na maglalaro kayo para manalo ka na.
Okay, well, just to translate that, to English for our international viewers, what Logi Hai said, that she always lives by that action, that, or if not the saying that she's, grown very, confident about, is that if you lose in a game, and if you play a game, it doesn't mean that you lose per se. It just means that it gives you an opportunity to sort of like regroup, re-strategize, because try to remember, you're not really just a player in a game, but you're also a strategist. That you are also making decisions for what to go, what to do. And as a creator, yes, I think now that you mentioned it, I see the parallels of being a strategist and a creative. Right, you strategize your character based on, let's say, what motivates them, what irritates them, uh,
Yes.
what makes them do things out of character, and to a point wherein you, the creator, are surprised that, oh, I didn't expect my character to do this, but it's a pleasant surprise, right? So
Yes,
it's
yes.
there is that, I'm just discovering that there is that, parallelism, between a strategist as well as, creative. So that's your
Yes.
advice for Shannon. How about for Alexis? Nako, si Alexis mahirap kausap.
Mahirap po eh. Hindi
Um,
makikinig. Salita pa lang ako.
mm,
Aalis na siya.
Alis na. Well, but not to spoil much away, but the whole volume is basically peeling layers off Alexis and
Opo.
peeling layers off Shannon. Will we see? I think we should see more layers peeled sa next volume, no? So at least from a reader's point of view, mas maiintindihan natin kung bakit ganun ang ugali ni Alexis sa tao. Because
Opo.
ako wala pa akong kilalang taong ganyan. I haven't met anyone who just disavows people in general and refuses to interact and to mingle. And usually, if there are cases of people like that, they come from a place of trauma, no?
Opo, opo.
That there's something that is preventing them. So I guess
Yes.
it's both that if the person who is undergoing that trauma refuses to refuses to get rid of the wall will always be there. And if the person on the other side of the wall refuses to continue chipping at it, to make sure that whatever dent I make in the wall, it's still good because I know I'm slowly getting through that wall, and it should be a process that's being done by both characters. Di pwedeng isa nakaupo lang. Then, sige, break down the wall. Pasabog mo yan. Maghanap ka ng dinamita or whatever. Nag-aantay lang ako. Kawawa naman yung kabila. Kawawa naman
Yes,
si Shannon.
yes, yes.
Kawawa naman si Shannon, di ba? Ako yung
I like
nahihirapan
that.
eh.
Opo.
Di ba? Kailangan it has to be done on both sides of the wall para mapabilis, 'di ba? Para
Yes.
mapabilis yung proseso. Ganun naman 'yan. Now, the beauty of I guess therapy is the act of opening up to somebody, the exchange of ideas that you've probably been scared to tell people, and as members of the LGBTQ community, we don't always have that chance. Hindi laging meron, 'di ba? So if you were, let's say, given a chance to travel back to time and you get to speak to your younger self, ano advice ang bibigay mo sa kanya? What advice would you give them? Maybe, I don't know, it depends on what advice. Advice how to come out, maybe advice on how to handle discrimination, or whatever you feel that you needed to hear then, but hindi sinabi sa'yo. Pahirapan ba?
Kasi po, nabanggit niya po kasi, di ba, kung parang meron ba akong other ways or could have done better ng pag-come out. But actually, satisfied naman po ako the way I came out
Mm-mm.
to my parents and to myself. Kasi siguro po, sobrang in denial ko po talaga. Nung first time kong, like the first time I like a girl, sobrang in denial ko po, and then my friends were telling me na, naku, once na bakla, always a bakla. So pag doon na po ako natatakot talaga, sabi nila, wala na yan, hindi ka na magiging straight. So sabi ko, hindi, kaya pa yan, mababago ko pa yung sarili ko. So, I've been, siguro parang binubugbog ko po yung sarili ko talaga sa gano'n na sobrang hindi ko talaga matanggap. Hanggang sa wala na. We can stop the force. Tapos umaambag pa yung mga lalaki. Sorry po, nagiging misandrist na rin ako. Po, dumadagdag pa yung mga lalaki. Wala pang makilalang matinong lalaki. As in, tinry ko po yun. Like, I've tried to date men, pero wala po talaga. Parang napakababa ng quality nila. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Marami ng lalaki magagalit sa akin. Hindi ko naman kilala lahat, pero most kasi nung nakilala ko talaga. Pero when kasi parang kasabay po nun, like when I'm trying to date
Uh-huh.
Both men and women, ganyan. Tapos, mas may quality din po talaga kausap yung mga babae. Ewan ko ba?
May ano ba? Pwede wag marites? What was is there a date with a guy that stands out na parang, that tells you parang, never again?
Opo. Mostly po talaga lahat. Kasi, kapag gusto nila makipag-meet, makikipag-meet naman ako. Tapos pag na-meet ko na sila, tapos na-disappoint ako, minsan nga po, medyo catfishy pa eh. Kasi, yung picture nila outdated na pala.
Oh
So, pagdating mo
no, oh
dun,
no.
di ba? Pagdating mo dun sa, date nyo, quote and quote, wala, disappointed ka na kagad. Kasi dun pa lang, may dishonesty na eh.
Mm.
So, ayoko na kagad sa'yo.
You weren't being true to yourself. It's not the best foot forward. So,
Opo. And then, sabi ko, wala talaga. Aside from, medyo mababa talaga yung kalidad ng mga lalaki these days, ayun.
basta kung saan ka masaya, that's the most important
Opo.
thing. Diba?
Opo, yun po. Kaya,
Whatever makes you happy and whoever makes you happy.
and buti na lang po, nakilala ko na yung partner ko sa event din.
Oy, nice. Nice. How long have you guys been together?
2 years and 5 months ba?
2 years. That's okay. All right.
Opo.
Well,
Nakilala ko po sa Comiket BGC. Shoutout po sa partner ko kay Justine.
Nice. Well, hello, Justine. You have found a rare find in Logi High. So alagaan mo yan, ha? At ikaw din, alagaan mo rin si Justine. So,
Siya din po, rare find. Medyo.
Mag-alagaan kayong dalawa. So I'm happy for you. It's so
Thank
nice.
you po.
Would you remember anong mas nauna for you to validate? You being a member of the community or you as a creative? Anong mas nauna for you?
Yun po, yung sa community.
Mas nauna ang community.
Being member of the LGBTQIA. And then, paiba-iba pa nga po ako eh. Parang akala ko dati, bisexual ako. Hanggang sa ngayon, napunta na po ako sa parang nahati na eh, pansexual na ace.
Oo. Iba na. Nag-iiba na.
Iba na.
But that's, that's how we evolve. So, the more, in time, it will only reveal, the real us. And so once you've gotten around to know who you really are, then that's really the most important thing. And yun lang naman talaga ang pinaglalaban natin, not just as a creative, but also, regular folk, regular citizens who are just here to live our lives as truthfully as we can, and in the process of loving people as real and as truthful as we can. And at the same time, to get the legal rights that we deserve, yun lang naman talagang pinaglalaban natin. Wala namang iba. Diba? Yung karapatan na para magmahal. At walang magdidikta kung sino ang dapat mahalin. Yun lang talaga. Because love is
yun
not
nga po yung
book.
Opo. Yun, buti nga po yung may speaking of legally, di ba? Sa QC, meron silang right to care.
Yes.
And then, kaya sabi ko, kailan kaya dito sa
Kailan kaya sa Cavite?
Probinsya eh. Nauna na po yung DASMA. Yung DASMA katabi lang po ng Imus. Hindi ko alam sa'yo kung napupunta ka rito Pero yun, meron ng right to care sa DASMA. Kaya sabi ko, kalampagin ko na kaya yung mayor namin. Mayor! Please!
Pwede. Mas nauna ang QC din sumunod si DASMA, di ba?
Opo. Hindi ko po alam kung meron pang ibang sumunod na. Pero yun pala po nabalitaan ko.
Sana naman. Mayor Nancy, Makati.
Ay, Makati kasi.
Makati, nagpapahuli ba tayo sa QC? Nangyari sa right to care. Nako, may karapatan po tayo. Gising-gising. Baka maunahan tayo ng Pasig. Baka maunahan tayo ng Pasig.
Oo nga po
Which is okay lang naman din, di ba? But the thing is, sana dumating sa mas madaling panahon. For those who are listening, the right to care is sort of like this, would you call it an ordinance or law? It's a law na, no? ano ba? It already is a law wherein
Sa kanila
allows
lang po. Ganun.
only in Quezon City for now, and Dasmariñas in Cavite, that allows partners of same-sex relationships to care for one another legally, to make decisions for them with regards to their health, if in case one half of the equation is not in complete, is incapacitated to make that decision for themselves. I feel that that's important, and sana more cities around the country would get around to doing that. So it's nice, and I thought we're not going to be doing anything political. It's just purely creative, but that's okay.
Tama.
It's a pride centric episode, so it really is part of that. But you know what? We're nearing the end of our talk, but let me pull out three cards randomly from a box that I have here, and
Mhm.
let's see what we get. They are color coded. I
Anong
don't know
cards
what.
yan, sir?
It's called Icebreaker, pero you know, hindi na
Kala
natin
ko
kailangan.
tarot eh.
Hindi. Mag-aaral pa ako ng maayos niyan. But you know,
Ah,
it's not really exactly an icebreaker because we've already been talking. So that's that small card. It's not. But let's see.
nagbe-blur siya, sir eh.
Nagbe-blur siya eh.
Nagbe-blur.
So sige, let's start with the red one. Hanap ako ng ano. Mili lang ako kung ano. Okay. It says here, what do you believe in despite having no proof of it? Aha.
Ala,
Pag sinabi
parang
mong
hirap naman.
pag sinabi mong aliens, okay lang sa akin kasi naniniwala din ako na hindi lang naman tayo ang nilalang sa
I mean,
universe.
sa ngayon, siguro nag-guilty si Sara Duterte.
Yes, political na ito.
Opo, sir. Pagiging political, everything is political.
Everything is political. Okay,
So,
naniniwala ka.
ngayon, pag
Sige.
lumabas na yung mga proof,
Diba? Sabi nga
Hindi na
nila, pag if there is smoke, there is fire. So there must be
Mhm.
something there. Okay,
Yes.
sige. We leave it at that. So since kumuha tayo sa pula, maghanap naman tayo sa kulay dilaw.
mhm.
Sige, let's see. The yellow card. What does this yellow card? If you could have any fictional character as your friend, sino ang pipiliin mo and why?
Di ko po alam kung
Huwag mo
naalala
piliin si
niyo si
Alexis,
Lance?
ha? Huwag mo piliin si Alexis para hindi ka mahirapan, ha? Huwag mo pahirapan sarili mo.
Opo, true. Spoilers yun. Kaya basahin niyo ang intentional game. Bili kayo ng kopya.
Oo.
Para
Wait,
makilala niyo si Alexis.
si Lance.
And yung other
Sino?
kong characters. So si Lance, kasi po si Lance mayaman.
Aha, okay. Para kung kinakailangan, wala akong budget para mag-print na short ako. Pero naman. Pautang naman, Lance. Sige, go
Oo.
tayo dyan. Okay, so si Lance. Para dahil mayaman. Okay, lipat tayo sa green card. Okay, tingnan natin anong sinasabi ng green card. Okay. If you could live in a sitcom, what would it be and bakit?
Sitcom. Mahina
Okay.
po ako sa sitcom actually.
Ako din. Mahina ako sa sitcom.
Kasi ayoko po naman mga laugh track.
Ayun. Well, pag hindi laugh track,
ang
sige, yung
pinanood
mga
ko po
live
yung yung Young Sheldon. Kasi wala siya laugh track eh. Pero galing siya sa sitcom. di ba po?
Yes. Okay, Young Sheldon. Pwede.
Apo, pasensya na po sa mga fans. Hindi ko po pinanood yung Big Bang Theory. Pero
Ako
pinanood ko yung Young Sheldon.
ayos. Ako hindi rin ako masyadong ma-sitcom. Maybe that's why hindi rin ako masyadong friends. Walang ano sa akin. I
Sa
know,
akin din po.
walang amor sa akin. Sorry
I
for
mean,
people who love Friends. Sorry.
Ayun nga po eh. Pero sa akin talaga, in general, basta may laugh track, parang nanghihina na po ako agad.
Ayaw mo na.
Ayoko po.
Gets.
Pero kung ako pipili ng series, mahirap yan. Like anime, kung saan ko gusto tumira. Saan ba pwedeng tumira?
Yung alam mo kung saan
Basta
kaya
yung mga
yaman.
series na pwedeng maging malaya kang bading. Yan, gusto
Oo,
ko yan.
ayan, pwede yan. Tsaka yung alam mo kung saan kaya yaman.
No po, tama, yan. Yan, exactly. Mga
Diba?
fantasy na anime.
Yan, yeah. As long as that anime will make you richer, yeah, go. You can live there.
No po.
Why
Yan
not?
ako.
Why not? Ako hindi ako sitcom, pero siguro something that's magical and all. So siguro back to the 90s, okay ako sa mundo ng Buffy.
Buffy.
Yan.
Vampire.
Go ako diyan. Go din ako sa mundo ng Felicity. I don't know if you guys know of that series. Felicity is this also in the 90s. Kerry Russell. Nag-graduate siya ng high school, and then yung crush niya, pinasign niya si yearbook, and then dahil crush niya yung guy, kahit saan magpunta or anong pinasukang trabaho, sinundan niya. Parang gano'n. All para lang dun sa guy na yun. And then in the course of that series, ayun, marami siyang nakilala, and naanuhan din niya, na-discover din niya kung sino siya talaga.
Okay.
So, maganda.
Parang wholesome po yung ano.
Wholesome siya, pero may mga drama din. Ayun.
Okay.
So, yun. Okay. Good. For those people who want to find out more about you online, sa socials, saan kanila pwedeng sundan?
Sa Instagram ko po, Logi High. Facebook, Logi High pa rin. Anywhere I'm Logi High. Pero pinaka-active ko lang po ngayon sa Instagram. So, if you wanna interact, may mga questions, ganyan, sa Instagram ko na lang po.
Alright,
Logi High. Logihy.
Alright. Good. That is it for today. Thank you so much, Logi High, for coming over to the show. And
Thank you
we wish you all the best of your current release and all other future releses. Yes,
Thank
hindi
you
ka
din
namin
po.
tatantanan sa Pangungulit. Volume 2, kailangan na namin yan. More GL stories. Because
Yes, ayan.
more
Buti
GL
na
stories,
paalala mo,
please.
sir.
Kasi marami
Kasi,
nag-DM.
di ba, baka kasi malungkot sila masyado. Nasa na yung mga bading sa UG. May mga bading po sa UG. And actually, sila din yung isa sa mga reasons bakit naging popular yung UG sa US. So, abangan niyo po si Maxine saka si Ellie.
Aha. Okay.
Si Maxine napakilala na sa Volume 1. Si Ellie is medyo.
Medyo.
Yes, medyo.
Okay. We will
Look forward to that.
In bated breath for that. We'll look forward to that. So, pag mas maraming GL, sana naman meron din MM stories. Kung merong bara.
Yung ano po, yung binanggit ko kanina. Yung sa Careless po, meron. May MLM.
Meron.
Diba?
Teka,
Pag binalikan niya, si
balikan
Alric
ko.
at si Michael.
Babalikan ko. Okay.
Si Alric and Michael.
Yan. Sige. Basta pag may MM stories ka and pag may bara, kung unang bibili.
Wow! So yun po ang
bibili.
ano nyo, bara.
Bara.
Get sir.
Alam na this.
Papa.
All right. Thank you to Spine Books for your support since day one. Thank you again to Ebak PH for my Pride bucket hat. And again to Quezon City Mayor Joy Belmonte, QueerCon, and also to the Philippine LGBT Chamber of Commerce. We rock, and we will keep rocking each and every year, whether it's Pride Month or not. Now, if in case you are a creative and you would like to be featured on the podcast, simply email us urbanfantasyph@gmail.com. For Logi High, you can follow her on our socials and get updates on our work. Just look for Logi High, but as she said, she's really more on Instagram, so I suggest you head on over there now. For my own stuff, there is cjedmonds.com and Spine Books sa Shopee. So till the next episode, read more so you can create more. Remember to read local. Remember to support local. Until the next episode, thank you, Logi High, and thank you, everybody, for being there. We appreciate you. We love you. You guys are awesome. Bye.
Bye.
That was another episode of Urban Fantasy PH. Join us next time as we feature another creative soul who wants their art to be seen, heard, and shared. If you have your own work to share, just email us at urbanfantasyph@gmail.com. Till the next episode, this is independent author, singer-songwriter, radio personality, voice actor, and fellow creative, CJ Edmonds, reminding you to always listen to your heart, create with your mind, and share with your soul. Goodbye, everybody. Namaste. Blessed be.